What's going on, everybody? Crowd coming here bringing my own personal thoughts about some things. There's a lot of thoughts I've been thinking about. Well, obviously been thinking about for a while, but I was quite afraid to bring them on the channel because I didn't want to be the channel that only talks about having opinions and stuff and like that. I mean, I wanted to be the commentary channel, but no, I was honestly kind of afraid to be that channel because I don't think anyone will really watch it unless I'm like super in deep with the informations, like Just a Robot or like Tipster or Just Stop or Mag- Magnum Carmen, Magma Carmen, Magma Carmen. There we go. Sorry, I'm sorry. He's my favorite YouTuber. Please. Oh yeah. No, yeah. It's not a. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It's like what, almost 4 in the morning when I'm making this video, because that's why I find my inspiration to make them. What else? Anyway, I kind of wanted to be a commentary channel. I was thinking about it. If the whole gaming thing doesn't work out, I honestly want to just make news and stuff or share my personal thoughts, because there's a lot of things I want to say about shows and games and anime in general. To be honest, there's a lot of things I could say. Like Ruby. You know that one show that everyone pretty much beats half to death with a bat? Like, you know, everybody, because it's Ruby, because who doesn't beat Ruby to death with a bat all the time? People just can that show just for being a show. I mean, I've been a Ruby fan. I've been there since like Volume 1, you know. But it's just kind of like, I don't care what happens to the freaking show anymore. I mean, I love the show, but it's more like it's like whatever happens, happens. I mean, I still support it despite people just like, what is this nonsense? What is this? What are you shoveling me? Like what, Vex Viewer, Eruption Fang, freaking Adele, aka everyone who watches Ruby and be like, what is this? Why are characters being nerfed and the plot being messed up for the sake of the plot? It's like, I don't know, man. I just want to watch Ruby and go back to my down bad fan art. You know, that's like what? That's like the quarter of the reason why I watch Ruby. Well, I do like the show and I do like the music, but let's be honest, I got into Ruby because of all the down bad fan art of Pyrrha, because I was that down bad. You know, but it be hidden different. Big facts. It really been hitting different. And I was like, hey, yo, wait, bro, I gotta check this show out. And I'm like, alright, it's pretty good. I started watching and I'm like, whoa, this is actually pretty fire. And I've been watching it ever since, you know, even to the unfortunate passing of Monty Hume, you know, rest in peace, you know, the literal god of animation. I feel bad that he died. Honestly, I keep thinking about the what ifs. Like, what if he didn't die? And he lived to like volume 4 and 5. Can you imagine the possibility of what the show would have went? But anyway, besides on bringing up a sad, tragic death, I've been thinking about the show about volume 8 and 7. Honestly, about volumes 8 and 7, I do not get half the characters there. I remember this one thing with Clover and Crow. Oh my goodness, I couldn't. I literally couldn't. Not in the slightest. When people was all like, oh man, Clover and Crow, they're so gay for each other. I looked at people and I'm just like, well, how are they gay for each other? I don't think Crow has once openly admit that he wanted some man cheeks. That's like the most safest way I could say it. But he never he never really exactly made any hints about it. Especially since volume 3, he was like, oh yeah, I saw that innkeeper skirt length, and I was like, I gotta be all up in that. And it's like, Clover shows up, he's like, you know what? I switched sides. I saw Clover and and Crow's relationship as more like, for once, Crow didn't feel alone in the world. There was somewhat a semblance that pretty much negate his semblance and didn't cause misfortune for just being there. He didn't feel, and like I said, he didn't feel alone with it. He felt like an actual person, which I honestly really supported. I never saw the gay angle whatsoever. Just like Bumblebee. I made that subtle cough even though it wasn't so subtle. I'm sorry guys, I don't believe Bumblebee's a ship. I believe they're just having a sisterhood at the moment. That's all why I believe in at the moment. It's a sisterhood. That's what it is. That's why I wanted Ruby to always be. Just a sisterhood. Kinda like it like that. I don't know. I don't like the whole let's make the 4 girls just be in a relationship. I mean, I've seen a lot of fan art of just Bumblebee, White Rose, the sibling incest one. What, it was like Black Ice, I remember correctly. That's the ship name between Blake and Weiss. And I'm just like, wow, what even is this nightmare? Not a nightmare. I'm not gonna diss on anyone's shippings. I'm sorry if I did, but it'd be kind of hidden different, my guy. It'd be hidden way too different. Cause like, what can I say? What can I say? It's just how it is. But anyway, with Crow and Clover, it's just kind of like when is Clover like, oh yeah, there we go. I'm about to properly say it right now. Watch it. My question is, why did Volume 8, did Crow pretty much like treat Clover as like that was his ride or die, and they probably only met and hanged out for like a week, but he treated Clover as like that was his soulmate, his forever lover. And I'm like, dude, you probably met this guy for like not so long, so why you treat him as if like this was his complete soulmate, his partner in the universe? I get it that he was alone, he had bad luck, he lost Rose, which for some reason people keep saying that Rose should have been Crow's personal lover or something like that. Not everyone says that, but there's some people I met who was all like, man, Summer Rose should have got with Crow, then it would fulfill my fan fiction of Crow being actually Ruby's father. And it's like, how? Ty was the one who pulled in both Summer and Raven. And I think on a side tangent, I think it's kind of funny that no one ever talked about this. No one has ever talked about the fact that, that he was able to do that. The only guy in the franchise, not only pulled in Ruby's mom, but he also pulled in Raven. He almost turned a bandit into a housewife. He almost did. And no one's just like, bro, his game is like 100, like it's Skyrim. Game level 100. It's just like no one asked that. It's like, guys, are you serious? No one's not gonna question this man's game? Anyway. Man, I was really serious about making this video about the whole Ruby thing, because I was about to talk about it, but I guess the more I talk about it, the more tired I get. Let's be honest. Who else has not been talking about Ruby and pretty much beat it to death with a bat? Who hasn't talked about what's wrong with Ruby and his characters and the power scaling and the plot and the plot lines and the motivations? Who hasn't done it? I mean, hell, not that word. Heck, yeah, darn it. The safety words. Like, who hasn't talked about it? I could go watch a Vex video right now. A Vex viewer video. Go to his channel. He's awesome. Vex viewer, remember him. I could go watch a video of him right now, and he would spit bigger facts. Same with Eruption Fang, who reviewed like what, all the episodes, and gave nice criticisms about them. I could go watch Adele, aka, who's pretty much on that all the time. who keeps nice Ruby news going. If not, I could always go watch, Cleric Phoenix Production and his team, not team, but his friends. Cleric Phoenix Production, or I just simply call him Phoenix Production. He's awesome with his videos. He's making a whole YouTube series dedicated to just remaking and redoing the first volumes of Ruby. Like how the plot lines go, how the characters would be, how they act, how they think, where's the motivations. I watch all of them up to volume 4 right now. I'm waiting for his next video because I'm very excited for it. Because I like to see people take their possibilities and what if scenarios with the characters and change them up. Cause what? I like to see people change Ruby characters. I have a whole personal thought about that. I was like, what if, this is gonna sound really stupid, trust me. I had a whole Adam remake subplot. Cause in volume 6, I think episode 12, Seeing Red, if I remember correctly, the episode when Adam finally died, receiving Blake's gamble shroud in both in the front and the back, like both Blake and Yang. When he died, I was actually kind of mad that he went out, because from that point from volume 4 up to that point, they changed his character to be like this psychotic, crazy, ex-boyfriend to Blake, which I didn't like. I like Adam as this mysterious, powerful entity of the White Fang who will do anything and crush anyone who gets in his way. So it made me very angry when they just changed his character to be like, yeah, Blake, oh Blake, Chaya, Blake, where you going, Blake? You can't outrun my vengeance, Blake. I'm gonna stick you with this blade, and it's not the sword in my hilt. Well, it'd be both. It'd be fun for the whole family. Bring your family along. I'm pretty sure they'll enjoy it too. And this was like, what is your problem? What happened to Adam? What happened to the cool, mysterious Adam who's gonna just kill Blake and move on with his life and take over the White Fang and make people have fear of the White Fang? No, sorry, Adam just becomes crazy X, and he had to die to start the shipping wars and fulfill the foretold prophecy of Bumblebee, the ship that I basically cannot stand beyond just it's okay, LGBTQ, it could be worse. I'm gonna say this right now. I only can't stand it from the point of this, the ship alone had no substance to begin with. If it had previous entries where it showed you that their relationship was forming beyond just we killed Adam for this, then I'll be less inclined to talk smack about it, but I can't, because it's true. So I'm not gonna say sorry to it. Worst case scenario, I get doxxed and someone will probably, off me at some point for talking bad about their ships, which is honestly no surprise. I think another thing, if we're getting off the topic of Ruby, I don't like how fandoms became how they are now. I can never look at a fandom in the eye and be like, oh man, this fandom is really amazing. I love the fact that the fandoms are now so toxic and so unbearable. Looking at you, Friday Night Funkin'. I'm sorry, just wait. Looking at you, Friday Night Funkin' fandom, the My Hero Academia fandom, the Ruby fandom, the Danganronpa fandom, the Sword Art Online fandom, the FNAF fandom. Every fandom that exists is pretty much toxic, cursed, or just a complete wasteland, a mudslide of a crap storm. And I feel bad for the people who are actually there to get the fan art, the down bad material, the remixes and music, or just there because they love the franchise. And you got toxic people who hate your opinions so badly to the point that they will rather dox you and try to pretty much kill you in any possible way or ruin your career. I've seen it all unfold multiple times with every possible person on YouTube or any social media character doesn't like your shit, better cancel them or call them the bad word. A map. He's probably a creep. He probably dogs people or he's toxic or cancerous. You know, and it's just like, why? Why go this far for so little nothing? You know, because I kind of remember the old days when everyone had an opinion and nobody was really affected by it beyond just it was an opinion. It is what it is. And people like, an opinion? That's heretical in my books. And it's just kind of like, bruh, it's an opinion. Are we that lost in humanity that no one can have an opinion anymore? It sure feels like no one can have an opinion. No one can have their say or their own personal thoughts. That we're just perpetually trapped into being forced to like what everyone else likes. And I can't stand for that. I can't. It's like I'm forced to like something that I probably don't want to support or probably do not care about. And this could probably be anything, so no one takes it out of context and be like, oh, I don't like insert this or blah 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 blah, so I gotta get canceled. It's just honestly the opinion of, I miss when you had your own personal thoughts and no one pretty much took it out of pocket with it and pretty much punished you for having a different thought process than them. So honestly, it makes me kind of angry that people will go so far to punish you for even having a thinking, a working mind in general. And honestly, this goes to fandoms. It goes for basically everything. Video games, anime, the works. This is a non-stop clapstorm. Oh man, I talked so much about it. I actually got myself tired a little bit. I think another thing I don't like is politics in anime or video games. I know that being trapped inside all day, because of Rona and because of a disease, I can't say that word anymore, because of a certain affection and people who'd rather not wear blatant masks to help them. I know we got a vaccine coming out now, but it's just kind of like, why we gotta go hate on anime? Why is that the newest focal point of 2021? From 2020 to 2021, we gotta hate anime now. You know why? Because anime is hyper, it's very down bad. It's exploitative. It's bad for people. No one should watch it because it triggers everybody, despite Japan probably not really caring what us Westerners think to begin with. Because let's be honest, we Westerners pretty much ruin everything we touch. Anime, video games. If it wasn't made by Western world and it came from another country, we're probably gonna ruin it in just a touch of it. Us looking at it already ruined it. Localization, adaptations, the works. I'm not saying everyone in the Western world is overtly bad, but we do have some stinkers, just to be really honest. Anyway, back to the whole debacle with why everyone has to hate anime. I think everyone hating on everything is just the simple fact that we have nothing better to do anymore. People just want to go outside and touch grass. People want to go live life, but they can't because they're stuck inside and self-quarantining. And it's like, guys, go touch some grass. Go outside, count to 3, get some air, go for a walk. Shoot, I go outside and have a nice breath of air. And I'm the usual fat otaku that just watches anime and plays video games all day. The only thing I'm missing is a body pillow and just a complete wall scroll of a waifu of mine of my own design, which will probably be Ria's Grimoire from High School DxD, but I don't want that yet because it's too down bad for me. In the place I'm currently staying, I won't have any place to hang it up in the slightest. Anyway, beyond my personal endeavors, I think we should stop ragging on anime and games. I think games and anime should gone back to being what it always was. a work of fiction. I miss when fiction was fiction and it didn't get influenced by the real world and its problems. I miss that. I miss playing I miss playing a game like GTA and people didn't make like 40-hour rant videos saying it's transphobic, it's offensive, it triggers me, it hurts my little sensitive feelings because it's 2021. Everyone is sensitive over everything because everyone can't take a joke, a simple joke, whether it was funny or not. It hurts someone's feelings. It hurt their heart. And I'm sorry, guys. Okay, heads up. To be honest, I'm gonna be really real with you guys. I don't like to hold back my punches. I could take criticism. I could take honesty. I could take it. If my channel sucks and you wanna unsubscribe, feel free to do so. I'm not gonna cry over it. It is what it is. But I will tell you this. I am not gonna lie about my personal opinions and feelings, about certain things in the real world. Like cancel culture. I can't stand it. It used to be good, now it was bad. It used to cancel people who were actually terrible, but now it cancels anyone who has a simple opinion about something that someone else doesn't like. Like what? Omrecker? The guy who was slandering the Vanoss crew, aka the Banana Bus crew? He was slandering them because they didn't want to play games with him anymore. He deserves a good cancel or two. But no, let's probably cancel some random some random person because they didn't like watching My Little Pony. Let's cancel him. A lot of people deserve to be canceled. I know currently Creepshow Art is getting canceled right now because the whole lol and lying to people and being a really crappy person from the get-go. To be honest, in my personal opinion, I know people have that. I know it's scary, but if I didn't dive deep into the whole Creepshow Art thing, I could literally just say that Creepshow Art could just simply make an apology video, come out with it, and just be honest, and no one will bust her up for it. But I think that's kind of beyond saving her. But another thing about it, the second part is, I wish Creepshow didn't put herself on a pedestal like she was better than everybody and she wasn't above the drama. She should have just been clean with it. And it's like, yeah, I'm in that drama. I'm knee deep in that. I'm not above it in the slightest. If she came clean with that, I feel like no one would bust her up for it in the slightest. No one would just be like, man, Creepshow, you're terrible. How could you? If she was honest and just been right there for the get-go, I feel like that no one would have got this mad at her. Personally. Because what makes people more mad is blatantly lying or blatantly putting stuff on a false pedestal. It's like having Markiplier as an example. This is an example. Hear me out. It's like having Markiplier say that he doesn't do drama. He's only just a YouTuber who plays games and have fun. And next thing you know, Markiplier's making like a 40-minute rant video about like Jacksepticeye, something like that. Like there's a point to it. The whole point is you shouldn't put yourself on this pedestal as this god that was above the mortals, and then literally just be just as weak as everyone else. But I'm not gonna talk about Creepshow Art because let's be honest, everyone's talking about Creepshow Art. And I don't have no personal experiences with her because, I'm just a random jobber on the internet. I'm just a random guy. I'm a nameless person. Like, no one knows me who I am. Like, if my channel gets deleted, no one will bat an eye. No one will care. Which is ironic and funny, but what can you do? What can you do? It's just, that's how it is. It's just like, what can you do? That's how it goes. But anyway. Anyway. I know this video sounds really... I need to make a schedule of making a video during the day, or maybe while I'm actually like awake and not fighting off, practically knocking out on my computer. Anyway. Nope, I think that's it. I mean, if this series does do good enough, I will make another like almost something similar to a stream of consciousness, like what Sunburn Albino does for his videos. Like, they may have like almost like what 200 videos worth of stream of consciousness. And that's him just talking about his personal thoughts and stuff. Honestly, this video is an inspiration because of it. To be really honest with you. Stream of consciousness kind of gave me that feeling of I want to do something like this. I want to go make a stream of consciousness video. This seems kind of fun. It's like talk about your feelings and your personal thought on things. Or just be like, it's a Gundam, and just meme the hell out of it, because It's a Gundam is like a great YouTuber as well. I'm over here I know, guys, I know I'm sucking off YouTubers that you probably do or don't watch. Forgive me, but without these guys, I would never probably would have made a YouTube channel in general. This channel will probably still just be another just I watch YouTube videos and that's it, and probably live stream occasionally. But they gave me the confidence to be a YouTuber and try to be more. So I mean, you have to thank those guys and gals. Looking at you, Dumbsville, for the funny memes and the god tier eds and Future Butter. Future Butters. Future Butter. Butters or Butter. I know Future Butters is like the guru, to me the personal greatest one, because Fuchsia there is literally a goddess among men. I love the dark comedy. I love the dark jokes that the Future Butter show has. Literally my favorite thing in the world. I think out of my favorite YouTubers I've to watch the most, I think I had to say between anyone, I think my main two had to be Dumbsville and Fuchsia Butters. Those two are just like the funniest. I know I have my other favorites, but there's just so many of them that do get it and some don't get it. Dumbsville just for the funny memes, and Fuchsia Butters just for the dark comedy and dark humor. I love a YouTube channel that could be dark with their content and not be afraid of it, and not be like, sorry, I have to, nerf my content because of YouTube. I still want to make my $7 or whatever YouTube pays nowadays, depending if you're not, shadow banned on YouTube or your AdSense and go down the toilet. Honestly, at this point, this is just a rambling video. Doesn't really have a current plan or thought. I think, if honestly, the truth, I would love to have a YouTuber critique my I would love to have a YouTuber critique my videos or give me some pointers. I want to know their thoughts about it. No matter how harsh it is. Like, if it's trash, it's trash. If it's good, it's good. Honestly, I want to meet a YouTuber, whether big or small. It honestly will be an honor. Honestly, honor. It'll be an honor to meet one. Shake their hand and meet them. I will be happy. Like, you wouldn't believe how happy I would be just to meet one. Anyone. Because they give me inspiration. Of course I want to meet them. It's like meeting your heroes. I know the whole saying, you should never meet your heroes, is in play. But how can I simply not meet my heroes when they pretty much make me happy with what I do? I know YouTube for some people is just a paycheck, but I generally feel happy with my YouTube career, and I'm not gonna give this up. I'm not gonna change it for anything. I'm not gonna just exploit YouTube or weaponize it for my own means. YouTube was my thing. It's my passion. It's my life. And I know getting to like 1,000 subscribers just to get paid like 3 cents an hour, it's gonna take forever, but I'm in it to win it no matter what. I don't care how long it takes. 3 years, 8 years, 7 years. I came here with a passion a fire in my belly and thunder in my soul, you know, something weeaboo and inspirational like that. And, you know, one day I hope I could rise to the ranks of those said YouTubers and be them. Not be them completely, but be on their par. You know, not, it's like be equal to them. Be acceptable and worthy for them to collab with and be friends with them. I'm just that kind of guy, okay? Don't judge me. I'm just the loser who didn't really have a life and just you know how it is. Just it's complicated. Anyway, I know this video's probably been going on for so long, but it's fine. It could be a little bit worse. Anyway, I have been Kryokuma. Name is still being workshopped. It might be the permanent name now. It's starting to grow on me a lot. I have been Kryokuma. I hope my video today has at least been somewhat entertaining or maybe good. If it's bad, it was bad. I know. Dead night while I'm making a video. Should I go be sleeping or probably playing Apex Legends like everyone does nowadays? Anyway, I'm making the outro take too long. I'm Kryokuma, and I'm glad that my favorite students were here to listen to my informational dump and hear my personal thoughts about the world. I hope all you have a lovely day, night, evening, or whatever dimensional plane that we all live in. Anyways, goodbye.